What's going on, guys? John with the ProCut. We're back out here at this job where we cleared out this landscape a while back so they could have the house painted. They've got it painted. Now we're going to put in a new landscape. I've got the RK24 out, and let's go take a look at their plant selection. So the plant layout is going to be boxwood at the 3 columns. I've got to go pick up another boxwood for them for here. Then a Japanese maple at this column. Then they've got 2 arborvitaes, and we're going to get a 3rd arborvitae for there. So there'll be 3 across the front, and then 3 azaleas, 4 nandina, and then 3 burning bush over here. So we're going to take this retaining wall out. Those plants will be adjusted just a little bit. That arb will be 3 foot off the house. We've switched the nandina to the back and the azaleas to the front, because the azaleas are going to be about a foot shorter than the nandina at maturity. And we'll pull this Japanese out just a little bit, and then the boxwoods will be centered in the bed and on the pillars. The azalea that was over there, we've had to move over here, and then we'll return one of these nandina when we go get our 3rd arb and 3rd boxwood. So, and then we'll dig out that hydrangea. Now I've got this bed all sorted out. I've got the 2 boxwoods planted. We decided to go 2 in between the columns instead of 1 at each column. I've got 3 yards of hardwood mulch that's going to go into these beds. And then I've got a bunch of extra dirt. I can't believe how much dirt came out of that bed, but I'm hoping to hear back from the customer. There's a hole out here in the front yard. I'm hoping to put that extra dirt there, but I haven't heard back from the customer yet. So now I'm going to go ahead and mulch that bed, and then once that's done, I can start prepping this bed for planting. This section is prepped. I've got that cut up to there, and this is prepped over to here so I can get these 2 arborvitaes planted. I could get the Japanese maple planted, and then that'll allow me to start setting out these other plants exactly where I want them, and cut the rest of this edge. And I put all the excess dirt down there where there was a hole in the front yard. Still gotta grade that out some more, but better to do that than just haul it off, since there was a hole that needed to be filled anyway. And then there's a couple of roots still to get out over here. But let's go ahead and get these arborvitaes planted. All right, 1, 2, 3 in. Now I've centered them in between the window and the edge, in between the 2 windows, and in between the window and the brick. Now, green emeralds, or emerald greens, are going to get about 4 foot across at maturity. So I planted them 3 foot off of the house. That'll give them a 1 foot clearance when they're to maturity, and they'll go to 14 to 16 foot roughly in height. So they're going to come up over that gutter at maturity unless kept trimmed. When you're planting, you want to go ahead and dig your hole out twice as big as your root ball. Plant your tray. The burlap stays on, but I take the nylon rope off. If it's jute twine, you could leave it on, but nylon, personally, I like to take it off. Now I can backfill. And while backfilling, avoid using roots, trash, and rocks and clumps of clay. You want to try and get as nice as sifted dirt as you can in for the backfill to not leave any air pockets around the root ball. All right, so I cut my line in here with the string trimmer on a vertical edge, and now I'm going back with the spade, cutting out the edge. So I got a deep cut edge to hold the mulch, and I'm going to come in with the RK24 and scrape that sod out of there. Whatever I don't give it the tractor, I'll finish with the spade. So you can see I came in with the RK24, scraped out that sod. Now there'll just be a little bit of handwork to do with the rake. We'll get the rest of these plants in. And I've got a little bit more tractor work out there, but before I could do that, I need to move those block, and I only want to do that once. So once I get planted up to that corner, then I'll mulch this bed out, and then I'll have room in the dump trailer at that point to put those block in. The mulch is all in on this end. The rain catch is on there. Still got one little pile to spread. And then I've got this end cut out. So the 3 burning bush will go in there. Level the dirt off again after I plant those 3, and then mulch that. And then work on getting this smoothed out a little bit better than this. Probably gonna have to take some of these bigger clumps out of here, but it's looking pretty good. It's pitch black out here, but everything is finished. Got my 3 burning bush in over here. All the mulch is done. See you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe.